You over there. You know Billy Shakespeare?
Oh,
well, he
yeah.
owes me $20.
Yeah.
You better tell him Tommy Two-Tone's looking for him.
Welcome to the Drop Culture Podcast. I'm Dan. I'm here with Brock.
Hi.
And Mitch.
Hey, what up?
And we're bringing you the weekly update on what kind of pop culture's caught our attention.
All
It's
the
good
good
stuff.
stuff.
That was wacky and like monotone. Sorry about that.
It's like a radio show.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're like
So,
a diesel engine. You got to warm us up a little bit,
That's
but we'll
right.
get going.
This
That's
is NPR Radio,
Yeah.
Drop Culture Podcast coming at you.
Coming
from
at you
the,
Quickcast and
Drop Culture Podcast Studios. It's a nice cold night out here in Colorado Springs.
That is a great impression of Tyson doing a great impression of
sir.
NPR.
Yes, it is.
Sir-
And we're
sirs-
missed because Tyson's not here tonight.
Yes,
sirs,
exactly.
if you could calm down, we're
Well-
just trying to keep it civil in this NPR.
Sorry, ma'am. We're pouring 40s out for our homie.
Did you say
Tyson.
ma'am?
Yeah.
Anywho.
Acting.
On this episode of Fresh Air.
Dramatic.
All right, what's new in movies? What's new in movies
What's
this week?
new in movies?
This week, I mean, we had a lot of great movies that came out.
Well,
last
obviously,
week.
Joker was awesome, but I'm not going to talk about it yet. I don't
We
think
need to
everybody's.
talk about
Has
that.
everyone seen it yet?
I
I
have seen
haven't.
it.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Yeah.
Wait,
good stuff.
hold on. Oh, you liked it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to see it on my vacation.
Okay.
Please
I'm going to
do.
go see it. Yeah.
Cool.
Tyson, since he's not here, I'm going to say this. He already sent me a message. And it was kind of just out of the blue. He goes, "I already know what's going to happen." I'm like, "What? You're not going to like it." He said that like about all of us seeing it. I'm like, "There's no way, man. There's no fucking way that this movie's not gonna like be in our top 10 for this year." There's
I'm
gonna be no fucking way.
I'm trying to think of what would be the thing that he meant by that. Like,
I don't
what
know,
would be
yeah.
about that movie that you wouldn't like, and I can't
Yeah,
put it together.
I just see it being a great movie, and
It's
I can't wait
great.
to see it.
It's great.
I just want to say, one sentence so bad, and I can't say it because you're here. And then because if I say it, then it's going to be like, "Fuck you, Dan."
Yeah. there was a couple things at work where I was like,
I could say
and,
two
we-
words right now, and you would
No.
be like, "Motherfucker."
Bruce
Yup.
Wayne.
Nope, don't have to say that at all.
That's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could say two words and you would like fucking lose your mind and be like, you'd have to think about it for a minute anyways.
And then I would be like, "Son of a bitch."
Yep.
All right, so don't.
I'm not gonna do it because I'm a nice guy.
Can you text me those 2 words? Because I'm just curious at this
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Because I'm like seriously trying to think of it, and I'm like, I can't fathom what 2 words you're talking about that would like spoil the entire movie.
Well, isn't Gemini Man out right now?
I heard it's coming out or out this week. Yeah.
So my first impression of Gemini Man before it came out was that first trailer that they had, and
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, did they just like half-ass it on the CGI?
yeah.
Right? I was really thinking like, this is gonna fucking suck. But the newest trailers for it, actually, the CGI is way better. It's like they rushed it out just so
Yeah.
they could get the trailer out
Well,
and get
yeah.
the hype going. And I could see that, and I don't know why I fucking blanked out on that shit. You know what I mean?
I would not put that past them. Like a lot of studios end up doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Games
Oh,
especially. Oh my God.
yeah. It's like they rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get it out there in the zeitgeist a little bit before.
Yeah. It caused talk about it. So
Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob reboot comes out.
Yes, that's right.
The 15th and the 17th, I believe, is when
They're
it's
doing
playing.
those Fathom events. for that
Yeah,
one too.
yeah, and then I actually tried to buy tickets to go see them with that, and they were all sold out because I live in Colorado
Yeah.
with a bunch of stoners.
was it
Yeah.
Denver?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I was
Well,
gonna
there
say-
was
yeah.
one in
There's one
Fort
here.
Collins as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that would get sold out really fast.
I think they're doing a live via Fathom event deal.
Yeah,
to where
they are. You can
yeah.
pay for it and watch it, but
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It'd be cool to go live.
Well, Zombieland's coming out this week.
Yeah.
That
We
would be
talked about
fun.
it last week, but it's still going to be
Zombieland,
pretty
dude,
cool.
It's still going to be pretty cool from last week when we said it would be pretty cool.
Yes.
Did you see the same trailer?
It
I
was
still have the
cool.
same expectations.
I seen it. I seen it. I
Yeah, we
seen
talked
it.
about that.
Saw you rip somebody's jawbone off. I seen it. The Alien 40th anniversaries are going to actually be in theaters, which I've been looking forward to that, I think, since we started doing these podcasts.
Yeah.
Because all the way back then, I was like, oh, man, it's the 40th anniversary of this movie. It's going to be great. And I really want to go see it in the theaters. I don't know if I get a chance to go see it.
Yeah.
But I like these Fathom events because I really like to go see, like, I've fucking saw the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein together. I've seen Dracula. Didn't stick around for the Spanish version because, of course, I don't speak Spanish. You know what I mean?
No
But yeah,
español.
but I took my son to that one. He had to go see a Universal horror movie in the theaters because I'm such a big fan.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
You know, I was like, me and my wife went with
My
Jack,
wife.
and we watched the whole thing because it's only like, I think it's 70 minutes or something like that, the original Dracula.
Yeah.
So,
that
yeah.
sounds about right.
But they did that special event to where right afterwards they gave you a 15-minute break, and then they came back and showed the Spanish version that was shot on the same sets with the same cameras, the same costumes, but all in Spanish. The same exact time. So it was a Spanish version of Dracula shot at the same time. So in a lot of respects, a lot of people call it the better Dracula, but of course it's Lugosi's Dracula. So
Right.
there's no way that it's better to
Perspective
me.
is so broad, though.
Yeah. And it's just a really that's a really cool deal because this week I'm really gonna watch every one of the Universal horror movies from the 30s this week, and then next week I'm gonna get into the more like Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, all of those movies like that.
Right on.
So I can kind of go through those, but every year I kind of do the same thing, go and do the Universals first
Right on.
because they're the best.
Yeah.
I love all the Universal horror movies.
Lugosi was a badass dude.
Yeah, everything
sure.
that he did was the shit.
I will say that, man, Gary Oldman's Dracula was pretty
Yes.
fucking good, dude.
That's another one that I watched in October too. Usually I have to watch Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
I think it's so great because I watched The Cell the other night, And,
that's a great movie as well.
and yeah, I was texting you guys while I was watching it, and I was like, they have the Dracula suits in this for real. The Dracula suits are in it, and that is such a weird, crazy, badass movie.
Yeah.
It is a
Have
completely.
you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Wait, The Cell?
Yeah.
Are you talking about? No, that is not the same movie. Never mind.
No.
I was gonna say Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, it is Jennifer Lopez.
It is.
Yeah, she's like the
She's
person that goes into his mind.
Like the demon, like lady.
No, she's not a demon.
Doesn't she turn into one? And she's wearing that huge dress, and it's like
He
black
does.
stuff.
He does.
Oh,
Yeah, Vincent
I had that
D'Onofrio
reversed.
does,
It's been
yeah.
a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. No,
Vincent
crazy.
D'Onofrio is such a badass actor, dude.
He's been on so many great fucking movies, and his character work, just his work in general is, again, he's one of those actors that's gonna get his due because he already is. I mean,
dude,
but
I think he made pretty good money being on that Law and Order show for as long as he was.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
well, I mean,
That
his
was a big
first
deal,
big
too.
breakout role was in Full Metal Jacket,
Oh, for sure.
and then
Private Pile.
yeah, and then you have so many different things that he's done,
Yeah.
and now he's Kingpin.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he fucking does a great job at everything that he does. He's just a
Absolutely.
great actor. And The Cell, and I saw it pop up on something, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah.
Right on.
Because Creepshow is still rolling pretty good too on TV, on Shudder. And the first episode, I was like, okay, hopefully they'll kind of come back and really show us more Creepshow shit. You know
Right.
what I mean? And get into it. But the second episode, the first part of it, yep, that's Creepshow to me, 100%. 100%, and it's fucking great.
There's very
So-
few shows that can pick up where something was left off, even after just a season break, and still make it just flawless entry.
Oh,
Like,
man.
For some reason, it always seems like it takes a couple episodes for either myself to get back into the kind of like the vibe of the show
Yeah.
or something, because they started it kind of weird because they know there's a break.
Right.
But weirdly, there's a show called The League. That's one of the only shows that I know of that's not in that. Like the first episode just feels like you just never left. And it's
Nice.
the League.
Yeah, it's about fantasy football.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I know the
it's
show.
so good.
Yes, of course.
I love that show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Taco.
Oh my god, yes, he makes that.
Every league has a taco, and that's a fact.
Yes.
Any other movies coming out?
Well, did we move already to TV? Was
No,
that-
No,
no,
I
just
bridged on
yeah.
accident.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
no worries.
Yeah, what is the album?
Let's bring that back.
reverse.
Well, there's this other movie. It's another Fathom. It's a QT8. It's basically everybody that worked on Quentin Tarantino's movies
Okay.
doing like a just a documentary about his first 8 movies.
Nice.
Samuel Jackson, Eli Roth, all kinds of people are on that, and they're just telling Quentin Tarantino stories, which will be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see that one. Ghostbusters has already come back to the theaters. It came back last week.
Wait, the women one or the normal one?
The,
No, I'm just
the,
kidding.
the normal one, yeah.
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I like that one.
It's actually
I do.
really good.
I like it. I really
Leslie
do.
Jones is awesome.
Awesome.
Oh hell no! As soon as they announced her, I was like, she's gonna have to say, oh hell no,
Yeah.
not for me. And then she's out, you know. And I knew it, and it kind of happened.
Yeah.
But then there's that movie Jexy. Have you seen the kind of the premise of that one? So it's the one dude. So basically, it's a guy that's like enamored with his phone, but then his phone actually takes over and does all kinds of weird shit to him and like fucks with him.
Okay.
This guy's on The Righteous Gemstones, and he's been on a lot of other movies too. I forgot what his name is. But then there's another movie called Countdown. Countdown looks pretty cool. There's some good movies that are coming out to theaters, but it's, you know, Halloween is the best month for, I think, anything. Or Halloween is not a month, but it is to me. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it's
Yeah.
turning
It
into
really is.
Yeah. Halloween is like, for guys like us, it's like one of the best months of the entire
Yep.
year because you can really just kind of like let your freak flag fly.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit and just watch all the scariest movies or whatever, you know, the
Well,
weirdest.
For me, it's
grossest-
just letting the freak fly.
Yeah.
Part. Yeah.
Yeah, freak
It's like-
I don't have a flag.
Oh shit! Well, I'll bring you my extra one.
You have an extra flag?
Yeah, yeah.
Would they be the same flag?
It's
as
actually
your
already
flag?
customized to you.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It looks
I
like
didn't
it's,
want you to find out this way.
it looks like
kind of
Steve
creepy.
Zissou. It looks like
It's
a,
Halloween month.
it looks like
Do
a
whatever
Steve.
I want.
Sorry, Brock. What?
No, it looks like a Steve Zissou flag, but it's got a whole bunch of Robert Crumb drawings on it. And the dude, the keep on trucking dude walking across it.
I'm making this.
No,
Shit.
TV too. What do we got going on in TV this week?
Well, kind of bridge between movies and TV. Netflix is that's part of what we're talking about.
Yeah, Netflix is always a welcome.
In
here.
the Tall Grass. Anybody seen that yet?
No, I heard it's really good.
Watch parts of it, but Tyson said it was really good.
I really enjoyed it. I saw that there were some reviews that said it took a long time to get where it was going, but I really felt it like it was the right amount of time to get where it was going, to build
Cool.
any sort of suspense or anything. So I thought it was good.
Yeah,
I would
wanna
recommend
watch it.
watching it. Stephen King show, of course.
Yeah, my wife watched it while I was doing homework the other day, and I was kind of listening in. I was like, man, this sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a Netflix movie.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, they do Stephen King movies really well on Netflix.
Yeah,
and we did talk
absolutely.
about that because he had Home Dude in it. Yeah,
Oh,
you
that
know,
one.
you know who that guy is, right?
Oh, that one dude. Yeah. It's the
And
home dudes.
yeah, they've done some pretty good movies in this month, especially. They usually release a lot of good horror movies again, and that's one thing that I think that streaming services and television fail during this month.
Mhm.
Christmas shit. How many fucking television stations run Home Alone like 3 days in a row, or like 20 fucking hours of Home Alone 2? You know
Because
what
they're
I mean?
getting the viewership, though. They
Right.
know they play the ratio,
But
right?
they can do that shit on Halloween, and
Yeah, I
instead
agree.
of the 31 days of horror, they could have like 24/7 fucking horror movies, you know.
Right.
And they could really, and like say Shudder, or I've noticed that this month on Hulu they have their own Halloween specials, you know,
Sure.
and they have their own. Amazon has its own Halloween movies, so it's like they missed the boat, but now they're finally kind of coming through. So it'd be really cool is if they did like secure the rights to like the Universal horror movies
Right.
and do those. You know, on one section you could be like Universal horror, you can do classic horror, you could do.
You don't think
Modern
NBC
horror.
's app's going to have that stuff, and that's what you're going to have to
I
have
hope
to do
so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so.
If you
know?
want
They hope so
any
too,
of
because
that,
that's
yeah.
another $7, $8, $10, $9. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And that's where you're going to be at
Well,
soon.
one of my favorite channels
Say
is
something to 50. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Kind of though.
Yeah.
one of my favorite channels is Turner Classic Movies, and this
Yeah.
month, that would be the month that you would think that they would have a lot of like the Murnaus and Cabinet at Dr. Caligari, things like
Right,
that.
right.
You know, it'd be really cool, and they do show a lot of those on the Sundays, but on their streaming app that they have, the only Man, I didn't really see a lot. The only movie that piqued my interest was Throne of Blood,
Really?
which was a Akira Kurosawa movie.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna sit down and watch that movie because I'm a big fan of like Toshiro Mifune,
Right.
things like that. I like those old samurai movies.
Absolutely.